Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Movie Madness, the show where I take a movie, break it down, talk to you and give my wee thoughts and feelings on why I like the movie so much. So it's not really a review as such, it's just me telling you what I like about the film and what the film means to me and if I can remember when I first seen it. So yeah, let's get on, shall we? This was actually a hard one to pick because I was chosen between two that I was going to talk about today, and I decided I'm just going to go with it, and it's going to be purely the simple fact because I recently rewatched it last week, and it is of course The Man with Two Brains, 1983, starring Steve Martin. Now, I love Steve Martin's movies. I like him. I really do like him. There's a lot of movies of his that I can still I can take and leave that probably aren't in my favourite category because I know that he's done a lot of nonsense. There's a lot of new films that I'm not really particularly fond with him in it. I don't mind the Cheaper by a Dozen movie, the first movie at least. I haven't really seen the second one. I've seen bits of it and I wasn't too keen on it. So I mean, he's done a lot. The Jerk is definitely one that I'm going to be talking about to you guys. That will be one that's on my list. But I will talk about what the funniest movie of Steve Martin means to me, which is of course The Man with Two Brains. Now, The Man with Two Brains to me is of course I think Steve Martin's funniest. I know The Jerk is funny. I love The Jerk, but I'd seen The Man with Two Brains before I'd seen The Jerk, and there's a lot of other funny ones he done, like Three Amigos and stuff like that in the 80s, and even his wee appearance in the in Little Shop of Horrors. Do you know what I mean? His wee bit in that is good. But I'd definitely say The Man with Two Brains is his funniest movie. Just because it's like really stupid comedy. And I miss that. I love stupid comedies. Slapstick, in your face, kind of everybody's reactions to, you know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's one of these movies are. Because when I first seen it, I was like, Man with Two Brains. I kind of thought it was a comedy, but I didn't think it was pure like slapstick. I think it was off the telly I seen it, and then I wanted to go and buy the video, which I did get the video off, I had the VHS off, and then about 2005, 2006 I got the DVD. It finally got released in DVD, and so it's something I will pick up in Blu-ray when it comes out. Like if it came out in Blu-ray, I would be like, I'm buying that or I'm ordering that or something because I'd like to have it. I'd like to own that, and definitely. Well, I wouldn't say I was a huge Steve Martin collector. I mean, I liked Bowfinger. That was another one of his I liked. There was a lot of good ones that I liked about him, but Man with Two Brains we're talking about definitely. If you haven't seen Man with Two Brains, it's basically about a guy that he's a kind of a doctor, a brain surgeon, and he's developed this cool way of unscrewing the top of people's heads to get the surgery into the brain. But he meets this guy who's kind of holding brains in his laboratory in his house, and once you see his house you kind of get the joke because it's sort of in a condo but it looks like a castle from the inside. And so when he's in this guy's laboratory, he's wondering why the brains still says the brains are still alive, the special gel that he's used, do you know what I mean? But he's waiting for this guy called Elevator Killer that's basically injecting people in the backside when they're on the elevator, and it causes the brain to die last with window cleaner. So it's just really funny because its stupidity is more funny. And anyway, Steve Martin's the only one that can hear this brain talk to him, communicate to him, so he falls in love with it. And you forget because Kathleen Turner is in that movie, and as beautiful and as thin and sexy as she was in that, especially in the 80s in those movies, and you look at her today, I'm not saying she's not sexy or anything, we've seen her today. I still like Kathleen Turner. I'll give her a redo. I liked her wee appearance in Dumb and Dumber 2. I hadn't seen her in anything for a long time, and I seen her in Dumb and Dumber 2, so that was a recent thing I'd seen her in. But yeah, so her appearance in that, she plays this woman that would go from one guy to the next, marry them for their money, and when they were on death's door, you know what I mean, like she would basically take the money and run. So she plays one of these people, and so she does that with Steve Martin, because he accidentally runs her over in the street, and he takes her in and falls in love with her. So ends up falling in love with this brain. She's getting jealous because he can hear the brain, nobody else can. But he realises that the brain's going to die. She's got to find a body for her. And so I don't want to give too much else away. I think this it's a comedy. It's self-explanatory. You could watch it yourself and just judge for yourself what you think of the film. I think it's a fantastic, funny film. If you like Steve Martin and you haven't seen Man with Two Brains, I guarantee you should go and check it out at least. It's definitely one of my favourite comedies, right up there. Just in terms of the jokes, the timing of the jokes, and the fact that it's stupid at times, and there's jokes where you weren't even expecting jokes to be in, do you know what I mean? The more you watch it, the more you pick up on other subtle wee things. I don't know how many times I've watched that film. I remember the one night I just kept it on repeat, watched the video, rewound it, watched it again, rewound it, watched it again, rewound it. And on the DVD it actually does say Steve Martin's funniest movie. I believe that's a true saying. It said the same thing in the video. On the video cassette it said the same thing, Steve Martin's funniest movie. And as much as I love The Jerk, I love that, it's a great film. I thought today definitely the one that would be this, you know. My mum loves Steve Martin. I wouldn't say that Man with Two Brains was the one that introduced me to Steve Martin, no chance. She loved Steve Martin for years, seen Roxanne, you know, things like that. Any other wee film that he was in, she would always watch. Parenthood, do you know what I mean? So anything that he had done, I'd watch. And I think there's still ones that I still want to see. I haven't seen Leap of Faith. My pal, he's got on DVD. So there's ones that I still want to see that I haven't had a chance to check out. I've just missed. It'll just skip by me. So definitely, guys. I've got a bit of toothpaste there. So definitely, guys, if you haven't seen Man with Two Brains, definitely watch it. One of Steve Martin's funniest. Try to think the director. I'm trying to think of the director to tell you the director. I've forgotten the director that did it. Guys, I do apologies. You know, I've forgotten the director who it was that made that film. But I definitely get a hold of it somehow. I don't know how you get a hold of it, but just whatever you get a hold of films. Please let me know in the comments below, guys. Have you ever seen it? Is it one of your favourite Steve Martin films? Do you think it's his best, or have you got a favourite one that tops that? Remember, all movies are subjective, because me sitting here telling you that this is Steve Martin's funniest movie, I'm just a guy telling you what I think was Steve Martin's funniest movie. You might have a different opinion. You might say, no, wait a minute. Steve Martin's funniest movie is The Jerk, and there's nothing else to it. Do you know what I mean? But all movies are self, you know. So we all have different opinions on what we think is the best Steve Martin film. All different, subjective. So I'd like to hear it. Just down in the comments below, guys. Anything? Do you like Steve Martin? Is he your favourite actor? Maybe not. Have you seen the movie? Will you see it now because I've asked you? Or have you seen it because you've watched this video and you've said, you know, I'm going to check that out? Please let me know, guys. Any final thoughts from it I can tell you before I wrap it up here? Try to keep it short, guys. Probably not. It's just one of these ones that I really love, and I think will stand the test of time if you rewatch it today. I just recently rewatched it last week, so I think it still stands the test of time. And I think that's really all I can say about it. That's really all I can say, guys. I don't write any of this down. This is why I think I should, and I should read it for something, because my mind just goes a blank. It's always one of these things where, I've got it in my head before I start recording, and I turn the camera on and everything just goes out the window. So I think I should start reading something, but I like to have my own opinion and my own thoughts about it, just as it comes to my head, and let you guys know. I would love a Blu-ray, definitely a Blu-ray release with a wee extra on it or a new special feature. Just talking a wee bit about that film, because the DVD had nothing on it, so there was nothing that I could talk to you guys about. That, you know, little wee hints and secrecies like I've talked to you in the last video. If there's something I always know, then I'll let you guys know that was behind the scenes. But there was nothing. But I'd love a Blu-ray release of this, definitely. I think it's out in America, but I'm not sure if it's definitely never been released in the UK. Anyway, guys, that's all I can talk about this film before I repeat myself. So check out, definitely check Man with Two Brains out, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more. I will be doing more this week, and yeah, take care, guys, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.